What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So today, I got a banger video for you guys. We're going to be unboxing a Silver Age CGC X-Men collection. Stay tuned because you're going to want to watch this show. Definitely. All right, so like I said, CGC Silver Age X-Men unboxing. This collection belongs to one of my subscribers. His name is Mike, and he wanted to share this collection with the community. This is his personal X-Men Silver Age run, his favorite comics, and he's had these books forever. These books were submitted over a year ago. He submitted them to me at Terrific-Con, and then with the way CGC was operating with that process at that point, took a year for these books to get back after pressing and cleaning and everything else. So there are some lessons to be learned here. There are some great books here. But most importantly, it's his personal collection. It's something that he loves, so he has them now encapsulated forever. He'll know what the grades are, and he can enjoy them, display them, whatever he wants to do. And that's the fun part of this hobby. We could do whatever we want to do with these books. Display them if you want to. Just make sure you watch the sunlight so that it doesn't fade out your books and the colors on the books, because if direct sunlight is a killer on comics, and CGC cases are not UV coated, so don't believe any of that hype. So before we start that though, just make sure Tuesday nights, Attack on Tuesday on Whatnot, myself, Very Gary, and Davis Ryder. There's a link in the description, $10 off on your first purchase. If you're not subbed up, just use that link. And you know what? Get yourself a free book. There's plenty of books that I'm going to put up there, Gary's going to put up there, that are only going to cost you $10. So sign up, you get yourself a free book, hang out, have a good time. Second, shout out to my boys, Biggie, Manny, and Joker M21, the New York Warriors. If you do not follow them, give them a follow. Running auctions every Friday. And the OGs of the comic community. These are the guys that I started out with and I am still with. All right. But before you had the Defects and you had Gary and you had all these other people, you had the New York Warriors. So go check out their channel. Some great content there. Super great guys. And let's get down to the book. So Mike, here's your order. Let's take a look at them because Mike doesn't even know the grades. All right. And let's take a look at what we got here. All right. So we start here. We're going to start with a beautiful X-Men number 45, appearance by Magneto and Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. And this one came back a respectable 6.5. Very nice grade there, Mike. For Silver Age, that's a nice, nice grade. Let's take a look at the next book here. Oof. Red Raven cover. Love that cover. Good, good cover. And this is the first Silver Age appearance of the Red Raven, who had appeared previously in the Golden Age. And it's a Don Heck cover. And this one came back a 4.0. All right. So, you know, you got a VG copy right there, but it's Silver Age X-Men. These books are not as, you know, out there as much as they were before, and even low grades are just demanding a premium now. We've got X-Men number 41, and this one came back a 0.5. All right. This book looks a lot better than a 0.5, but the reason it's a 0.5 is because panels are missing from pages 15 and 16. So I'll show you the book. And CGC does do this. If the book is a lower grade, and there has to be a threshold, probably like in that 4.0 or under threshold. CGC, even though it's an incomplete book and they won't give it the green label, what they'll do is they give it the lowest grade they can, a 0.5, and you get that over here. That's what he got. He got a 0.5, but it is a blue label, way better than getting a green label. Depends on your take on it. Next book up is X-Men number 38. Great blob appearance there. Good, good cover. And we got a 4.5 on that. X-Men number 37, and these are off-white to white, so the page quality on these are good. Not seeing any creams on there, like, that I'm not a fan of that. And this one came back a 4.5 also, and this is the first appearance of the Mutant Master. Again, original own collection. These are the books he's had forever in his collection, and they've been read. The minute I looked at the collection, you knew that these books have been loved, read, the way it's supposed to be. Enjoy your comics. Uncanny X-Men number 36. And this came back a 3.5. First appearance of Meccano. I like that. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is one of my favorites. On my X-Men run, this is a great book right here. X-Men number 35, appearance by the Amazing Spider-Man, with the iconic X-Men costumes right there. And this one came back a 4.5. Nice book. Love that cover. Love that cover. Ooh, this is nice. X-Men number 34 from 1967. So we got a book from 1967. And this one comes back a 7.0. Nice grade on that. It's got a Mole Man appearance and Tyrannus. Nice. Let's see. So, you know what? So far, a couple of nice higher grade. When you're getting past 6.0 in that Silver Age, you're hitting a spot where a lot of those books, because of the 1960s, you're 50 years into these books. Almost 60 years into these books, the page quality and everything else is just going to be deteriorated unless they were taken care of somewhere along the line in the 60s, 70s, But to get 7.0s and stuff like that, 6.0s, I'll accept those grades all the times. The normal is those 4.0s, I find. High grade books, that's why they go for so much. X-Men number 32, and that's a Juggernaut appearance right there, and this came back a 4.5. Tell you, there's a lot. This man collected X-Men like I do. Yeah, he's got a nice run. Here's a nice one right here. X-Men number 30, off-white to white pages, and this came back a 6.0. Pretty nice. Roy Thomas story, Jack Kirby cover. Look at that. That's a Kirby cover. X-Men number 30 and a 6.0. We're going to go now. Next book up is going to be X-Men number 29, and this one is off-white pages, and this came back a 4.5. It's the Super Adaptoid appearance. I tell you what, the more I look at the CGC cases, the more I like them compared to the CBCS cases. Uncanny X-Men number 27, and this is when the Mimic joins the X-Men. It's got a Spider-Man, Puppet Master, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver appearance. So a lot of appearances on this book. Off-white to white pages, 6.0. X-Men number 26, off-white pages, and this is an El Tigre appearance. Good art right there, and 6.5. Very nice, off-white pages. Dick Ayers cover. Nicely done. So yeah, I hope he's happy with them. At this point, the process with CGC was just taking so long to get your books back. Kind of sucked. I was a little disappointed with the turnaround time on these books, but X-Men number 25, off-white to white. So we're talking a book from 1966, and he gets a 6.0 on it. He's getting some nice grades, definitely. Origin and first appearance of El Tigre, Juan Moroz. Uncanny X-Men number 24, off-white to white pages, and that's a 5.0. And that is a Roy Thomas story, first appearance of Locust. I tell you what, if you're an X-Men completionist, you gotta get them. But these X-Men stories here, and the early X-Men stories, are horrible. They're just train wrecks of stories. That's why the title was going to reprints and almost canceled. Thank God for Chris Claremont and the boys. X-Men number 23, off-white pages, and just the multiple appearances of Count Nefaria, Scarecrow, Plant Man, Porcupine, and other characters there. Off-white pages, and a 7.0. X-Men 23 and 7.0. That's a good grade. That's a very, very respectable grade for that book. All right. And this is appears by Count Nefaria, the Eel, the Unicorn, the Porcupine, Plant Man, and the Scarecrow. X-Men number 22. And it is off-white to white pages, and this came back a 6.0. You know, but this is a reason why you get your books pressed. Maximize the potential of these books. Moderns, not as much. You know, you can get away with sending in moderns if you have a good enough eye that don't need to be pressed. That can be done. But with books like this, when you're talking a couple $100 in each book or whatever, why not spend the extra $12 or $15, $20, whatever, whoever your presser, whatever he's charging to get your books pressed. X-Men number 21. It's got off-white pages, and this is an appearance by Lucifer, but this book is missing pages 3 and 15, so we kind of know what's going to happen here. And yes, we got a 0.5. I'm wondering what the cutoff is. This is probably like I want to say it's in that 4.0 range. It's got a couple little chunks missing and things like that. Little chunk missing on the back. Marvel chipping on the top here, and it's tan. But drops it down to a 4 from let's say a 3.5, okay? 3.5 to a 4.5, but you don't get the green label. So it's a big change. X-Men number, I'm sorry for the glare, number 19, off-white to white pages. And this is the origin and first appearance of Mimic. Nice little first appearance book here. And this one came back as 7.0. It's nice. That's a nice little grade there. I'll take that. I'll take 7.0s. I'll take 6.0s on these books all day long. One of the first X-Men books I purchased as a kid. X-Men number 17. And this is off-white to white. And it's got a Magneto, all red Magneto cover appearance. And this came back at 3.0. But we're talking a book from February of 1966. 3.0. About right. All right. Going to go with X-Men number 18, off-white pages. As you can see, we're dwelling down into the lower numbers. Off-white pages and another Magneto appearance and a Stranger cameo. Not a fan of this cover, but 3.5. It is good for floating heads. Floating Head Friday. That was a thing back in the day. Who does that anymore, right? No more themes on IG. IG used to be all about the themes. We used to all get involved in Takedown Tuesday and Floating Head Friday and things like that. We should bring that back. That was a lot of fun. You had to scour through your collections looking for books to hit the topic. This is a good book right here. X-Men number 14, off-white to white pages, and this is the first appearance of the Sentinels. So hoping for a good grade, off-white to white pages, and we got a 5.5 on that. Nice. That's a good book right there. I'll take that in a 5.5 every single day. We're going to go with X-Men number 13. This is the second appearance of the Juggernaut. It's got a Human Torch appearance and a Matt Murdock cameo. All right. And this one is off-white pages. And this came back a 5.0. So, you know, his grades are consistent, a lot better than I thought when I first got the collection. But we were able to clean up a lot of books. Took a while. The process for these books took a while because had to press them multiple times and clean the backs up, clean the front up, you know, best we can to get a lot of that surface dirt out. But now here we go. X-Men number 10. And this is the first appearance of Ka-Zar and Zabu, or Ka-Zar, whichever way you pronounce it. And it is the first appearance of the Savage Land. This book within the last few years really got hot. And this one came back a 5.5. Congratulations, man. Off-white to white pages on that. Killer cover. Single-digit X-Men. I'll take that any day of the week. Uncanny X-Men. Well, it's actually not X-Men. I keep saying Uncanny just because of the title. But it is X-Men all the way into the 120s. X-Men number 9, off-white pages. And this came back a 2.5. But all of a 2.5, as you can see. Tape along the spine. A lot of spine wear. Let me see if I can get that to you guys. A lot of spine wear. You know, this book was loved. Some severe corner creasing and everything else. So we're going to go now with X-Men number 8. And this is the first appearance of Eunice, the Untouchable. Unfortunately, this is a green label. It is an off-white book. And it came back a 4.0. So hence why I'm saying we see that, and this was missing page 12. So 4.0 or better right now, it looks like you're going to get that green label. Anything under a 4.0, I guess they're deeming as a little lower. And I'm just making an assumption. That's why I'm saying a 3.5. If anybody knows any concrete information on something like that, let us know in the comments, because that would be great to share with this community, just so we know. But 3.5 or unders, they gave them blue labels, just made them 0.5s. You know, take a hit on the grade, but you get a blue label. That dreaded green label for, you know, qualified sucks. And here's the lowest one he had here, and this is X-Men number 7. It's got off-white pages, and this is the second appearance of the Blob. Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Mastermind, and the Toad appearance. And this book came back a 0.5. So, big shout out to my man Mike, and trusting me in these books. What do we take away from this? Things I take away from it are, I think, 3.5 and below. Even if they're missing ads or missing a page, you're going to get a 0.5 on the book. At least that's what it looks like from the way they were grading over here. Check your books. Make sure before you're submitting books to your presser, to CGC, or anybody else, that you're going through every single page, do a page count, check and see if there are any pages missing from your books. And that's something I discussed with Mike, and he wanted to share with this community, so I appreciate him showing us where his errors happen so that everybody else can learn from somebody else's mistakes. I mean, that's what the community is about. Sharing knowledge and sharing information. It doesn't get much better than that. Big shout out to Mike for that. And you know what? Just grade what you love, man. I mean, this man loved the X-Men, and now he's going to have his X-Men collection, and he'll probably fill out the rest of the issues when he can, graded and, marked. That's it for this video. But you know what? Stay tuned, because King Kong 4 is coming. You guys need to be at that show. It's a 2-day event. There are going to be exclusives there. I believe exclusive prints. You have an artist alley. You're going to have 3 artists over there. But you know what? Let me just show you a little bit of a preview of what was there and what's going to be there. And then, you know what, guys? Until my next video.